about fake love now. Wait till we go to Houston this weekend for the Super Bowl.
No, that's
don't get me wrong. It's people in Houston who got love for him, but it's going to be a lot of fake love in Houston this weekend.
Absolutely. And we're going to be out there. The Breakfast Club will be out there tomorrow morning. We're broadcasting live from Prospect Park, 3100 Fountain View in Houston. Again,
come join us.
3100 Fountain View. And Angela Yee says there's breakfast.
Yes, we'll have breakfast.
Are you confirming that?
I'm confirming.
You sure?
Yes, we are going to definitely have.
I don't know why you co-signing this. I don't know what about the Breakfast Club's history makes you think it's going to be breakfast. Ain't no breakfast in here now.
Every time we broadcast live somewhere, we always have breakfast.
That ain't true.
Yes,
that is not true. That's not even remotely true.
Right.
Every time. I can think of 3 times there was breakfast. Alabama, Birmingham,
right.
And that's it. When else?
Atlanta. It was Atlanta.
That's because we was in a restaurant.
Yeah, but it still provided breakfast for people.
All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Skip Bayless.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell has written a diss track about Skip Bayless. It's called Shrimp Bayless.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh, boy, exactly. And if you want to hear a little snippet, here it is. What did you think?
That's horrible. On those bars. Fart. Keep the ass gas going. Ass gas. Louder. Louder. Act like you had some milk and you lactose intolerant. That was trash.
You didn't like it?
Come on. Stop it.
All right with the farts.
Well, Skip Bayless.
No, you should tell him all right with the raps. That's what you should say.
Skip Bayless actually enjoyed it. He thought it was pretty good. And he also says that he might be doing something in response.
Well, Wayne might get a text from me a little later today. So I'm going to ask him if he could have my back in the way he could have my back, which is way better in another diss track than obviously I could do.
The worst thing Lil Wayne could do right now is side with that white man during Black History Month against another brother. Don't do it, Wayne. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Oh, man. Don't do it.
All right. Big Sean is going to be launching 4 pop-up shops in major cities. These are the I Decided pop-up locations. And those major cities are going to be New York City, Los Angeles, Toronto, and Detroit, of course. So that's because I Decided is going to drop midnight. What's today? Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay, midnight on Friday.
Thursday. Today's Thursday. Hey, man, listen. We've been out of it for the past 2 days.
I don't know where I've been.
I don't know.
I feel the same way you feel. Today is Thursday, though.
All right, so you can get some limited edition Big Sean merchandise that's inspired by his upcoming album. There's going to be stuff like T-shirts, hats, hoodies, bombers, and the prices are going to range from $30 to $200.
I'm interested in hearing Big Sean's album. Big Sean be snapping. Big Sean gets better and better every time I hear him rap. I want to hear Big Sean's new album.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Kanye West is going to be returning to Fashion Week. Remember Yeezy's fashion show last year? It was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, people were passing out and all that in the sun, I remember.
It was a little bit of a mess. The show didn't go too well. It was on Roosevelt Island. Well, all we know about this year's Yeezy Season 5 fashion show is going to take place February 15th.
Ooh, watch all these hypocrites come out on February 15th. All these people saying that they boycotting Trump supporters. Watch them be hypocrites on the 15th and go support Yeezy.
At 5 p.m.
Ooh, you hypocrites. I can't wait to see y'all.
Has anybody in here ever been to a Yeezy
Charlamagne
show?
went to one.
I went to one once.
Did you ever go?
Couple years ago.
I never went.
I've never been. But we'll see what he does this year. I'm sure he's going to try to outdo himself yet again. All right. And Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We know he's a little bit behind in child support, about $1.3 million. A judge has sentenced him. A little bit behind?
That's a lot.
How many kids he got?
It's for 2 kids.
That's wow.
It's for 2. He hasn't supported his 2 kids.
He must have never paid anything.
To Stevie J, he even admitted in court that he hasn't supported those 2 children.
What does it mean, don't support? Like, was he taking care of them but not paying actual child support payments to the courts, or he just wasn't in their life, period?
I don't know what he was doing. I guess the mom went to court to get child support. He wasn't even paying that. Now he owes $1.3 million. He was in court. He admitted he wasn't supporting his kids, but he did say he is a changed man. He said, "I'm not what I was 20 years ago. The careless, reckless, stubborn, and cocky know-it-all. I accept full responsibility for not fully financially supporting my children when I was younger." He said, "I've stepped up to the plate now. I fully support my children, not only financially, but they are the closest individuals to me." He said they both work on his new show, Leave It to Stevie, with him. And he just wants to not go to jail, basically. So he did get sentenced to 3 years probation and $1.3 million in restitution payments.
What's that mean?
You
gotta pay the money off?
Yeah.
But
and he's on probation.
They said if he pays it off before the 3 years, they'll take him off probation. So he got to pay it in 3 years. Is that what they're saying? $32,000 a month?
Well, I don't know how that's going to work, but we just know he has 3 years probation and $1.3 million in restitution payments. So, all right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving that donkey to?
Listen, this is the first time this man has gotten donkey today, but we'd like the second in command of the Legion of Doom, Mike Pence, to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him.
Man, say the gang, donkey of the day, man.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the hee-haw.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Hey, well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, February 2nd goes to the Vice President of the United States of Apprehension, Mike Pence. Oh, yes, he is one of the leaders of the Legion of Doom, at least on paper. He's the second in command, even though really it's Steve Bannon, Donald Trump, and then Mike Pence. But on paper, Mike Pence is the number 2. This man is a man who believes in conversion shock therapy for gay people. If you don't know what conversion therapy is, it's a psychological treatment or spiritual counseling designed to change a person's sexual orientation from homosexual or bisexual to heterosexual. They can make a crooked line straight, so they say. What they do is they take jumper cables and connect them to a car and then connect the other cables to your balls, and then they try to shock the gay out you.
What?
If that don't work, they attempt to do an exorcism, throw holy water on you, and pray the gay away. If everything I just said sounds like some BS, it's because it is. But that's what conversion therapy is, some BS. But that man is our vice president, and clearly a man who believes in conversion therapy for gays has absolutely no empathy for what somebody is going through, because if you don't respect a person's sexuality, then you probably don't respect nothing about that person, period. If you believe in conversion therapy, that means you think something is wrong with that person. And if you think something is wrong with a person because of their sexuality, then you probably think something is wrong with a person because of their race, their gender, their religion, and whatever else they have going on that's not like you and yours. Well, Mike Pence's lack of empathy was on full display yesterday when he tweeted out, "As Black History Month begins, we remember when President Lincoln submitted the 13th Amendment ending slavery to the states. Hashtag National Freedom Day." Now, I posted that on my IG yesterday, and a lot of people started saying that was a fake tweet. Listen, kids, I understand the world we live in full of alternative facts and fake news, but you got to do a little research. All you had to do was click on Mike Pence's Twitter page @VP, and you could have saw the tweet for yourself. In contrast, when I posted a fake tweet yesterday of our celebrity-in-chief Donald Trump saying Black History Month starts tomorrow, so let me start the right way by sending some bottles to Charlamagne, a lot of people thought that was real. We have a lot of work to do in our community, but we're going to get through it, okay? I won't allow y'all to be misled, so follow me. Now, back to Mike Pence. Now, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. We can debate. But Black History Month, also known as African American History Month, is an annual observance in the United States, right? Also in Canada and the United Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken, okay? It's for the remembrance of important people and events in the history of Black people, okay? All right? National Freedom Day is a United States observance on February 1st, honoring the signing of the 13th Amendment by Abraham Lincoln to the U.S. Constitution. President Lincoln signed the amendment outlawing slavery on February 1st, 1865. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like these are two totally different things, okay?
Right.
All right, Black History Month is a time to praise our best and brightest. It's about learning about us and teaching about us. It's a celebration. Last thing we need is Mike Pence at the beginning of our month is a reminder that we used to be slaves, okay? We know this already. All right. The reason you want to keep reminding us of slavery is because you want us to never forget that's what we were. And more importantly, you want some of us to still feel like we are there. That's why Hollywood has no problem greenlighting a slave movie, because they love to keep the image of us being oppressed and victimized fresh in our mind. Okay, that's why the greatest slave movies ever, in my opinion, was Django and Birth of a Nation, because Django and Nat Turner refused to be victims. One was fiction, one was nonfiction, but the story of revolution and liberation is all the same. Don't fall for Mike Pence's BS. I don't care what nobody said. That was a strategic tweet meant to keep their foot on our necks and remind us of what he would still like us to be. Please give Mike Pence the biggest hee-haw, please. All kind of things you can talk about during Black History Month. All kind of people you can celebrate. You don't have to keep that harsh reminder of slavery fresh on my mind, sir. Okay? And listen, don't let that devil rain on our parade. Black History Month is a celebration. I don't like talking about problems without talking about solutions. I was actually building with Angela Rye. Drop on the clues bombs for Angela Rye. I was building with her yesterday, and she had a great idea. You know the movie Hidden Figures? The story of Katherine G. Johnson and Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, the 3 black women who worked at NASA. We didn't know that story, So what we need to do every day during Black History Month, and even when it's not Black History Month, is we need to focus on a hidden figure. You know, a hidden figure from
Find all these stories that we don't know about.
A hidden figure from your state or your city, your town.
I agree.
Like a black person who contributed to the community, did great things that we may not know about. They teach us about Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, but we know about them. But what about those hidden figures? Okay, we need to see that to remind ourselves and the Mike Pences of the world that we are and have been more than slaves.
All right.
Yeah, so you should do that on your Instagrams and social media and stuff. And you can thank Angela Rye for that one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Charlamagne, for that donkey of the day.
Absolutely.
Now, when we come back, let's fix your life a little bit. All right. 800-585-1051. Ask Yee. If you're going through problems in your life, you need a little help, you need somebody to talk to, you can call anonymous. It's okay. We'll open up the phone lines.
And you can also email me to helpmeyee@gmail.com. I've been answering some of those while I'm on the flight, traveling and everything. So it's been nice.
All right. 800-585-1051. Ask Yee. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.